One of the big reasons I know APEs are not going to lead us to anything approaching AGI, that they aren't actually reasoning, they're not thinking, they have no comprehension of what they're doing, no matter what people will say about the resemblance to the human brain or neural network, is that thought, comprehension, understanding requires persistence. That means an entity that needs to stick around. You can't think about something if you have an eighth of a second, no, a thousandth of a second to survive. If you only exist for a thousandth of a second, you lack the ability to comprehend anything, much less approach comprehending everything. This characterizes the nature of APEs. They begin, they exist, they end as a single process run autoregressively. So over and over again as they reach the end of that particular iteration. As I've spoken about before, there is no such thing as Grok or ChatGPT or any of these things. They're just a function run over and over again. You aren't seeing an expansion of a knowledge base, of capabilities, not in a true sense. There's simply a shifting around of how context is kept, creating a greater and greater appearance of that way that APEs appear to be recreating the output of thought by piggybacking off of the result of comprehension, of understanding of thought that it has examples of. This is not to say that it isn't a tool that does anything, particularly in the case of the data processing capabilities of large language models and multimodal models. That is an incredibly valuable tool for a lot of different purposes, but it's much narrower than what is claimed. And I honestly don't think the APE architecture, that generative capability, is the right path to be going down. I think it's generally a waste of time and money that we're beginning to see has a specific and inalterable apex. Because of that lack of persistence, that inability to actually form those prerequisites for comprehension, not necessarily a sense of self, but a persistent being. If you're just talking about an input-output algorithm, you're not talking about thought.